Welcome back to Houston Life. Getting ready for school can be challenging, of course, including when it comes to choosing your child's first meal of the day.
Yeah, but our next guest is making it easier with nutritious and fun breakfast ideas. Here with some of her back-to-school recipes is registered dietitian and owner of Whole Grain Crumbs, Macy Diulus. Welcome to Houston Life.
Thank you so much for having me.
It is our pleasure. Thank you for getting all of this set up for us. Before we get into the actual recipes, tell us a little bit about yourself and how you found your way into making food, really your whole career.
Yeah, I grew up in a food-loving family, so my mom was always baking, always cooking, and so I was always kind of in the kitchen trying to help her, trying to get dibs on licking the bowl over my siblings.
Of course.
Nice.
Yeah, so I just always loved food, and then I saw the relationship of food and health. So my mom battled cancer twice, so I started to see how food plays a role with our health in that aspect. Yeah. And then I had health issues in high school, which also kind of deepened that passion for learning about how does food make us feel, how can it be used as a preventative, a treatment, and a role in management of chronic health.
Wow. I mean, that is so important. By the way, that's your sweet mom.
Yeah.
That's lovely. So it's sort of like this path for you was meant to be. You were telling Tessa and me during the break that opening a bakery was one of your dreams. And today you've kind of done that. We were talking about micro marriages. You have a micro bakery?
Yeah. So my goal was to always open up a bakery when I was younger. And then just recently this summer, just for fun, with the micro bakery trends on social media, I figured I might as well just give it a try. And so it kind of gets me that little bakery experience.
Yeah. And what have you found, like posting your things on social media, what are you finding people really gravitate towards to? What is the collective saying that they need more or less of?
Yeah, I feel like I'm seeing like food that tastes good. So much of like quote unquote healthy food, people think of like salmon, boring salads. And so making food personal, thinking about flavors that we enjoy, cultures, tying that in instead of removing a bunch of stuff just for it to be healthy.
Right.
So really just making it personal with food.
Well, and we're seeing some of your social videos online. What I really like about what you do, Macy, is that you have beautiful recipes, it's fun, it's approachable, and these are foods that we all recognize. Like these are whole natural foods that are very accessible.
Yeah, and accessibility is a big thing too, especially with grocery prices increasing.
Right.
Yes.
Making it affordable and accessible is so huge.
Can we talk a little bit about your resume, by the way, here? So Harris Health Food Pharmacy Program, you currently work in corporate wellness at Houston Methodist.
Yeah.
You lead culinary nutrition classes at the JCC, provide online counseling with Nourish. I mean, you really have the street cred. This is a lot of work, though.
It is. It's fun, though. I had an interview and someone was like, you sound multi-passionate. And I was like, that's a good way of putting it. Sometimes I'm like, maybe I'm just indecisive with what I like to do. But I'm a creative person, so I like that it allows me to focus on helping people in ways that I enjoy in that fun, creative way.
Multi-passionate is such a good description because, you know, it's like you want to kind of dip your hand in everything, and everyone has different taste buds, right? This is like not a one-size-fits-all kind of suggestion thing you're doing.
Yeah, a good recipe, I think, has to be flexible and adaptable because some people don't like this ingredient or that, or maybe have an allergy. So being able to be flexible in the kitchen is a huge skill, definitely.
Totally.
Okay, Macy, you mentioned allergies, and I promise we're going to get into these recipes to our viewers, but let's talk about gastro issues because this is something that diet is directly related to. This is you in the hospital at Texas Children's?
Yeah, so this is from when I was a sophomore in high school. I had a lot of health issues. I was in and out of going to the doctors, and I had a feeding tube for a little bit just to help give me more nutrition.
Wow.
So our health is so tied to so many different things, and gut health especially. The more and more research comes out, our gut health is tied to so much.
And tied to the things that we are putting in our bodies. A lot of times people find that when they modify what they're putting into their bodies, their gut issues improve.
Yeah. Definitely. We see those responses of what foods feel best for us, give us the most energy, and help us to live that happy, quality life.
It's so crazy the way your feelings can really change tied to what you eat. You brought some stuff for us today. Let's start with some of the demo you have. I see peanut butter, I see bananas, and I see, is this a wheat tortilla?
It is. That's a whole wheat tortilla, so it has a little bit more fiber, which helps give us longer lasting energy.
Okay.
But going back to adaptability, if you don't like whole grain tortillas, I always say, don't worry, you can get fiber other places in your day.
Okay.
This is just a nice little boost to get your day started with some fiber.
Okay, so what are we making down here?
So this is banana sushi, which sounds kind of funky at first.
All right.
Especially when we think about two very different foods, but there's no raw fish or anything with this sushi. But we're gonna go ahead and start by spreading peanut butter.
Okay.
So just a good spoon.
Okay.
Usually about 1 to 2 tablespoons will be a good serving.
1 to 2 tablespoons.
Yeah.
Okay,
Lots
so I'm
of
going to do
peanut
like
butter.
this
Yeah,
is a
that's
teaspoon in my
perfect.
hand. I'm not sure if our viewers can see the teaspoon in my hand, but I promise I have one here.
There we go.
Oh, there it is. There
You
it is.
had the peanut butter the whole time.
Okay, so this is a little teaspoon, but I did a heaping
Yes,
teaspoon
it
to make it
smells
like
so good
more
already.
of a tablespoon.
Yes.
Okay.
So then you're going to peel your banana.
Okay, I can do that.
And this is really interactive if you do have kids that want to help get in the kitchen with making their breakfast. This is super kid-friendly to make.
Okay.
So you're just going to place that on the edge without the peanut butter.
On the edge without the peanut,
right
like right
here.
here?
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And then we have these hemp seeds, or sometimes you might hear them as hemp hearts. They're a great source of protein and healthy fat, so just sprinkle a few on there.
Okay.
And then lastly, you'll sprinkle some of this cinnamon for a little bit of flavor. I know
Okay.
y'all were talking about pumpkin spice being
Yes,
back.
it's almost that time.
Cinnamon is so great.
Yes.
I think this little seal is still on the top there. Cinnamon is so great. I like a lot of cinnamon.
Yes.
Isn't it anti-inflammatory as well, Macy?
Yeah, it is, and there's actually a lot of research too with cinnamon and blood sugar, and so it is good for us and tasty.
Aromatic
Yeah,
immediately.
it smells great. Okay, am I just gonna roll this
Just
then?
roll it up like you would a sushi roll. So roll it
Okay.
tight.
Here we go, Derek. All those sushi parties paid off for you, bud.
This is very fast. And then am I gonna slice it up like a cut roll?
Yes.
About how thick will I slice these?
So
Macy?
I like to do, I get 5 pieces out of one. So usually about like half an inch thick.
Okay.
But again, you can be the creator, so you can make it as thin
This
or
looks
thick as you want.
great.
Yeah,
Derek.
it looks beautiful, and it also, I like the way you've set it up in a little bento box here.
Yes.
I'm gonna set
Very
this up.
simple.
Okay.
Okay,
Tessa,
Derek,
do you wanna
may I?
grab one of
Yeah,
these?
I do, because it
Yes,
smells
go for
incredible.
This is a clever idea. Go for it, Tessa.
Okay, I'm going to try this, but just know we're going to come back with more recipes with Macy, okay? I'm excited about it. That is great.
Very, very nice.
Awesome. I'm glad you'll like it.
And
What a clever idea.
Okay, so we're going to hit pause for now, and then we'll continue with the rest of the recipes after the break. I'm going to chew, chew, chew.
This is a clever idea.
we'll come
Do you
back
want
with
one, Macy?
Macy.
You want one of these?
I'm okay for now.
Like, I ate them. So good.
Welcome back to Houston Life. We've been hanging out with registered dietitian Macy Diulus, back to school breakfast ideas, and this is all great. In case you're just joining us, essentially what we put in our bodies matters,
Yes.
right, Macy? And
Yes.
these are ways that we can all start the day so that we can be clear-headed when we go to school.
Yes, definitely. These are great for kids going to school, but even adults going to work. You know, some of these are more like kid-friendly, but we're all kind of kids at heart, so it makes your day a little bit more fun to start off with.
I mean, I
I
would take
agree
this
with that.
banana sushi, wouldn't you?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Before the break, Derek quickly made this banana sushi. It is fantastic.
You can call me Chef Derek.
I'm dancing because I love peanut butter. I love bananas. But this is you have another high protein breakfast option for us.
Yes.
How do we make this?
Yes, so this is a mini pancake bento box
Right
with a
here.
Greek yogurt dip.
Looks beautiful.
For the pancakes, you can make your life easier and get pre-made from the freezer section.
Okay, so just like these minis.
Yeah,
right here.
and this one's a great option because it has a good amount of fiber and also a good amount of protein.
Okay.
I want to see what's in this little bento box.
Yeah.
Okay, so in addition to these little pancakes, what do you have in there?
So we have some fresh fruit for a little bit of vitamins and carbs, and then this is the Greek yogurt dip. So Tessa, you can go ahead and start making it. We're
Okay.
just gonna put 1 of these vanilla Greek yogurts.
Okay, vanilla Greek yogurt.
And then we're gonna put 1 tablespoon of peanut butter, and that's it.
Okay.
The peanut butter adds some protein, flavor. The Greek yogurt adds calcium and more protein.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a question, Macy, about
Yeah.
the Greek yogurt? I was recently at HEB and I was in the yogurt section. There are so many different types
There
of Greek
are.
yogurt. Are we
Yes.
looking for like a specific fat content or flavored versus non-flavored?
There are so many options. It can be overwhelming, and it depends on everyone's health goal. So if we're looking to manage blood sugars, we might look at the added sugar. If we're looking at our heart health, we might look at the lower or non-fat options.
Okay.
But I agree, there's so many brands these days. And that looks perfect. So
Okay.
you just blend it like that.
Okay.
You would pair it with your mini pancakes.
You put it in one of the sections here.
Yes, and then you can sprinkle mini chocolate chips or even a little bit of sprinkles with your kiddos. It just makes it a little bit more fun and colorful.
Fun.
The main thing is when we are adding it, we know how much, so it's not a huge amount of added sugar and just a little bit for fun.
Yeah, just a
Oh.
little hundreds
A
of
little
thousands.
for fun.
Yes.
There we go. There
Okay.
we go. and I'm going to eat this during commercial. Okay.
Very clever.
What do you have over here?
Yes.
You say this smoothie is one of your favorite recipes. What is it and why is it your favorite?
So I've been making this smoothie since probably when I was in high school, and I started learning about nutrition and healthy recipes.
Okay.
So it's some frozen bananas and strawberries.
Okay.
And then the secret ingredient is some frozen zucchini.
No way. Okay, I
sounds-
thought, are those cucumbers? Is that zucchini? What is this? So you
Frozen zucchini.
Okay,
Yes.
Derek, I'm going for it.
Trust
I'm
me.
listening to the nutritionist. She's the
Yes.
smart one here.
So
There
it
we go.
adds, and then we're gonna add some milk.
Okay.
So you can do any milk of choice.
Okay,
And
this
then some Greek yogurt.
Why are you adding the zucchini? I mean, I love zucchini. I'm
Yeah.
just curious.
The whole thing of milk?
That's perfect.
This is good?
Yes.
Okay, here we
and
go.
then we're gonna add this Greek yogurt as well.
Okay.
And then Derek, if you want to add a little bit of peanut butter in there.
Ooh, you know what? All your recipes have just a touch of something I love.
Oh, like, wait, this squeezy peanut butter I can add in?
Yeah.
No,
That one's
what's-
great because it's easy, less kind of mess.
Oh, what? I need to go to the grocery store more often. I haven't even seen these squeezy packs.
That's good.
How much should I put in there?
A little bit. That's perfect.
How do you know?
Because she knows.
Measure with your heart.
And that's about, oh, that's sweet.
about a
About
tablespoon.
Is that everything? Do I need these dried?
So that's for garnish. So
Okay.
you're perfect. Yeah.
Okay.
So just turn it on.
Here we go.
and
Get your earplugs, Derek.
we'll blend it for about 20 seconds.
I think.
Let's see.
And this is 7 grams of
times it.
protein in
Cool.
there.
There we go.
Okay, now that is a very fast blender right there.
Okay,
So
here we
the
go.
the goal here is just to blend until it's totally smooth.
Blend until you don't see any specks. And then you can put ice if you like it a little bit more cold and chilly.
Okay.
Frozen fruit is also a great way to make it cold.
Yeah.
Go. You can garnish that for Derek.
Yeah, so I like to call it strawberry sprinkled. It's just freeze-dried strawberry.
What beautiful. There you go, my
Why,
dear.
thank you so much. I don't mind if I do.
Okay.
I love a smoothie.
Try the recipe with the zucchini in it. I'll take a garnish. Thank you so
Yes.
much, Macy.
You're
Okay.
welcome.
That's good stuff.
Really?
You know, I was kind of concerned when I saw the
zucchini.
frozen zucchini, but that is a great way to sneak in some veggies
is.
and
I
extra
Love that.
fiber.
You're good. You know what you're doing here.
Wow, Macy Diulus, thank you so much for stopping by Houston Life, and I'm glad you are doing healthy these days.
Yes,
You're living
thank
a
you
healthy
so
life.
much.
Thank you.
Thanks
Guys,
for all the tips.
all these options are great for, like she said, adults and kids. I think this is wonderful protein.
Yeah. Also, we're going to be sharing these recipes on our website, HoustonLife.tv. Just look for that scene on Houston Life section. Thanks again.